Hello everyone and welcome to DNA Education. I am Himanshi and in this session we will be discussing the next part of the chapter, that is prism and dispersion of light. First of all, let us study about prism. A glass prism looks like this. It is a three-dimensional structure and a triangular prism has two triangular surfaces and three rectangular surfaces. These triangular surfaces are the top and bottom of the prism. Here we are describing about the face of the prism, which we have named as A, B and C. When a light ray falls on one surface of the prism, as we know that light will get refracted and it will bend towards the normal as it is moving from rarer to denser medium. So we see that the light ray bends towards the normal, and then from the surface AC, the light ray is again moving from a denser to rarer medium. So here the light ray bends away from the normal. So we get this path of light. In this diagram, it is clear that HI is the incident ray, IJ is the refracted ray and JK is the emergent ray. In the glass slab, we have seen that the incident ray is parallel to the emergent ray. But in case of prism, it is clear that the incident ray is not at all parallel to the emergent ray. Instead, the path of the light is deviated in this way. The angle A here is called the angle of prism. For thin angle of prism, this angle is very small, say 15 degrees or so. When we produce HI along a straight line, then the angle formed between this produced incident ray and the produced emergent ray is called delta or angle of deviation. This is the angle of deviation which indicates that how much the light ray has deviated from its actual path. Now this is the incident angle, which is the angle between the incident ray and the normal to this surface, and E is the emergent angle, which is the angle between the emergent ray and the normal. R1 and R2 are the two angles of refraction, just as the same way as in the glass slab. So this is all about refraction through a glass prism. Now we have seen various phenomenon in which we find that 7 different colors are seen in sky, in waterfalls, in rainbows, etc. All these 7 colors are actually different components of a same white light. So we say that white light is actually composed of 7 different colors. The proof of this can be given through the activity of the prism. If we take a prism in a dark room and allow a small beam of white light to fall on this surface and a screen is placed here, then we will see a band of 7 colors on this side. This happens because different colors of light travels at different speeds in a medium. So when white light enters the glass prism, the medium changes and different colors of light start traveling at different speeds, because of which they are refracted in different directions. So we see that all the colors of the light from red to violet are split and they are obtained as a band of 7 colors. This phenomenon of splitting of white light is called dispersion, whereas the band of 7 colors that we obtain is called spectrum. यहाँ पर ये चीज़ नोट करने की है कि dispersion and spectrum are two different things. Students usually confuse होते हैं, but dispersion is the splitting of light, whereas spectrum is the band of 7 colors that is obtained. Now the band of 7 colors that is obtained always occurs in a proper order, which is represented by Vibgyor. This is for violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So we will always obtain colors in the spectrum in this order. Now एक phenomenon है जिसमें अगर हम एक prism लें और उसके साथ हम एक inverted prism लें और अगर white light यहाँ से enter करती है, it will be refracted and dispersed into different colors, and when this dispersed light will be incident on this inverted prism, it will again be refracted and we will be getting white light from the other face of the inverted prism. Now in this case, it is to be noted that AB is parallel to CD, as you can see from this diagram. So AB is parallel to CD. If we put two prisms inverted with each other. This becomes a specific case of glass slab, because when we join two triangular surfaces, it just behaves like a glass slab, and hence the incident ray and the final emergent ray are parallel to each other. Also, it is to be noted that we see that violet light is being deviated more than the red light. This is because red light की wavelength is greater than the wavelength of violet light. Because of this, रेड लाइट कम डेविएट करती है किसी भी मीडियम में और वॉयलेट लाइट बहुत ज़्यादा डेविएट करती है. ये रीज़न है कि यूजुअली डेंजर साइंस जो होते हैं या स्टॉप साइंस होते हैं वो रेड कलर में बने होते हैं, बिकॉज रेड कलर की वेवलेंथ इतनी होती है कि वो लार्जर डिस्टेंसेस को कवर कर सकती है और किसी भी व्यूअर को दूर से वो ही रेड सिग्नल दिखाई देता है. सो दिस इज़ ऑल अबाउट द रेड एंड वॉयलेट कलर. नाउ, depending upon this phenomena, there are several atmospheric phenomena based on the refraction. One most prominent example is of rainbow. As we can see, this diagram explains the formation of rainbow. For rainbow formation, white light should be there and there should be raindrops. When it rains, there are a lot of raindrops in the atmosphere. All these raindrops behave as individual small prisms, and the white light of sunlight, when falls into these prisms, now again light is traveling from a rarer to a denser medium, so it will bend towards the normal, and during this the 7 colors will split due to dispersion. Now the light ray will be reflected at this surface of the raindrop and will be refracted again and will come out from the raindrop in the form of a band of colors which we see as rainbow. Here you can see that the red light is deviated less while the violet light is deviated more. So we get red color above and violet color down. This is a primary rainbow. However, there is another case which is the secondary rainbow. In this case, you can see that the light ray is being reflected twice into the raindrop. It first refracts, then one reflection, another reflection, and final refraction, and in this case we get violet color above and red color below. This is the case of secondary rainbow. So in case of primary rainbow, there are 2 refractions and 1 reflection, while in case of a secondary rainbow, there are 2 refractions and 2 reflections. Now, there are certain phenomena like sky appears blue. Sky appears blue because when sunlight falls in the atmosphere, the blue color which has less wavelength are scattered more, because red color has larger wavelength, so it travels straight and is not scattered. However, blue color has shorter wavelength and is scattered more. Therefore, sky appears blue. There is one more phenomenon of atmospheric refraction. It is said that the sunrise and sunset actually appears 2 minutes before sunrise and 2 minutes after sunset. That means जब actually sunrise हुआ नहीं होता, उसके 2 मिनट पहले ही हमें सनराइज दिखाई देता है. सिमिलरली सनसेट होने के बाद 2 मिनट तक हमें सन दिखाई देता है above the horizon. That means sunset is 2 minutes delayed, whereas sunrise is 2 minutes earlier. This happens because suppose during sunrise, sun is below horizon. The sun rays enter the atmosphere and are refracted, because of which they bend. So it appears to be coming from above the horizon. So actually sunrise हुआ नहीं है, अभी horizon के नीचे है sun, but we are able to see the sun above horizon. Same happens during sunset. So there is a time lag of 2 minutes between these phenomenon. Another example is of twinkling of stars. Again, because stars are present in the space, and when the light ray from a star enters from space into the atmosphere of the earth is denser than the space, the light ray bends, and to the observer it appears to be coming from a different point, and the atmospheric gases are continuously in motion. Therefore, this light ray keeps on changing its position. Therefore, stars appear twinkling. Another phenomenon is that You must have seen that sun appears reddish during morning and evening, however it appears yellowish or white during noon. ऐसा इसलिए होता है because during sunrise and sunset the sun is near the horizon, and because of its presence near the horizon, the distance of the sun from the earth is very large, and the sun rays that are traveling have to travel a larger distance. Because I have told you that red color has larger wavelength, so it is able to travel this larger distance while all other colors are scattered away, so they are not visible. However, when sun is on the top, that is on the noon, this distance is shorter, and therefore all the colors are able to reach the earth and sun appears whitish to us. This is about atmospheric refraction and some natural phenomenon based on refraction and dispersion of light. For more details, you can log into www.dnaeducation.com. Hope this helps. Thank you.